Happy Tuesday, everybody. My name is Kata, and I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor that works with the 50 and better category. And we have been talking lately quite a bit about mobility, flexibility, and stability. And so I had that video on a couple of weeks ago. I'll post a link to it in the video or in the comments below. And then last week, we also did a mobility assessment where you could run through a few mobility drills and find out how your mobility is in specific joints. So we did ankles, we did shoulders, we did a little bit of thoracic mobility, and then I believe we also did a little bit of hip mobility. And I'll also post a link to that video if you want to check them out. And so this week we're going to talk about, well, what do I do if I have found out that I am a little bit stiff, or I don't have the mobility, or I noticed that I had a little bit of pain or discomfort in that joint. And the first thing I would say is you always want to make sure that you are talking to your medical care team to make sure that you are able to rule out things like nerve impingement. You may have a little bit of osteoarthritis. Make sure that you don't have any osteopenia or osteoporosis that is going to cause issues, and make sure that you are talking to your care team and getting treatment for a lot of those things. It may just be that you need a little bit of physical therapy. And then some people, I have older adults that do go for the cortisone shots and some other treatments like that. My mom has actually had really good luck with acupuncture, so that is another option that you can try as well. But if you've kind of gone through those routes and you're active and you want to stay active, what do you need to do if you notice that you are losing mobility in certain joints? And the one thing that we often think of is, oh, I need to stretch more. I need to stretch. I need to stretch. I need to stretch. And remember, we talked about the difference between flexibility and mobility. And flexibility is just the ability of your muscles and tendons and ligaments to stretch, to elongate. But mobility is the ability of your joint to roll through its full range of motion. So they're not quite the same thing. And if you wind up losing mobility in certain joints, you wind up also becoming less flexible in some joints and more flexible in others. So you want to make sure that you're not just doing stretching. You want to make sure that you're warming up the muscles. You want to make sure that you are working on good form and good technique. You want to work on mobility and working on improving that range of motion in the joint. And then you also want to work on a little bit of activation, which means that if you notice you're having issues with your hips, you need to work on activating and working on those glute muscles to make sure that they are able to provide the support and the stability that you need in order to maintain your happy, healthy hips. So that is our topic for today. If you have any more questions or would like to find out more about a mobility program that I have, go ahead and comment below. Or if you're getting this in the newsletter, go ahead and reply to the email, to reply to the newsletter and say, I want to know more. But I do have a mobility program. It's just going to be starting up. It's going to be an hour once a week, and it's going to be for a 4 to 6 week program. So if you have any questions about it, go ahead and comment, and I will see everybody next week. Bye.